So this happened back in 2018. Pentagon admits that anthrax and Ebola was leaked into public waterways from a military lab. Lethal doses of anthrax and Ebola were leaked out of a military lab into public waterways. This was Fort Derrick, Maryland. It leaked out of a 50,000-gallon outdoor holding tank. Now, this tank was 65 years old, in which it was supposed to have already been torn down and replaced. Pressure had built up, and it shot the water over the concentrated wall that was supposed to contain the hazardous spill. It was a tank that holds the waste when working with Ebola, anthrax, and other dangerous pathogens. It became overpressured, and the lid had come off. An estimated 2,000 to 3,000 gallons in grassy areas a few feet from an open storm drain that carrols over into Carroll Creek. This is a centerpiece for downtown Frederick, Maryland. The waste sprayed for as long as 3 hours. Now, records show that apparently none of the workers noticed at the lid or there was even a problem. Now, before it's sent down into the tank, it's supposed to be pre-treated with infectious liquids and bleach and much other chemicals. But chemical disinfectant can be very tricky, they say. You have to use the right disinfectant at the right concentration. Also, the disinfectant has to stay in contact with the microbes. Any living organisms left behind can multiply. Fort Derrick officials had been aware that there had been leaks from these aging tanks for some time. It was so bad that Garrison's public works employees who operated the tank in the facility had to make sure they didn't fill up. Now, 2 years before it, the plant had flooded and failed the CDC inspection. Now, when the CDC came out and inspected it this time, when the CDC, whatever you want to call it, he was not aware of any corrosion or leak problems while he was working there. Did not observe and did not report any of these issues. Now, 4 days after this flooding, CDC inspectors arrived at Fort Derrick on the 21st of May and the 22nd of May of 2008. They inspected the facility. Apparently, the CDC had failed to recognize that this plant was in such disrepair. Of course, the CDC offered no explanation of all the problems and things that were missing. After this, they did assign a task force and an overseeing of this. And of course, they wouldn't give an interview. Country crazy out.